Mitrom and Bandhuvam, welcome to South Asia Maps Education Channel. This is your presenter Dr. J. Reddy. I have opened a new playlist for you, that is the United Provinces, same as a more or less modern Uttar Pradesh, the northern province of Bharat. The title is The British India's United Provinces has 10 divisions and 48 districts. And today we'll be talking about the Meerut division and what are the districts present in Meerut division. That is the topic of interest today, the presentation today. And Mitram and Bandhu, if you are new to my education channel, I have posted more than 360 presentations as of 2023 April on varied diverse topics. That is YouTube channel South Asia Maps J. Reddy. For your convenience, I have organized them into round about 30 playlists, and some of those playlists will definitely fit into your requirements and reads. I strongly encourage you. You can take a look at them. That is South Asia Maps J. Reddy. This presentation we call it United Provinces, 10 divisions, 48 districts. United Provinces, 10. United Province is a very important state, province in Bharat. Not only in Bharat, we'll see in the whole planet Earth. It is the heartland of Bharat. It is an ancient land. All the great mythologies, the kingdoms, Janapadas hosted in this province. It is the Gangetic plains of Ganga Maidan of Indo-Gangetic plains from Karachi to Chittagong that falls in the center. It is the land of Nehrus and Gobind Vallabh Pant and also Rajarsi Purushottam Das Tandon, a great nationalist leader. In this Uttar Pradesh series, part 1 will be talking about the Meerut division, next Agra division, Rohilkhand division, and so on. In part 11, we'll talk about all these 10 divisions plus 48 districts at one place. Why this is very important, I will give you broad. So when the British left India, there used to be round about 275 or so districts in India. I have made one presentation. You can look in districts. I covered 44 divisions, that is the British India. Some of them I omitted, that is a preliminary presentation, the princely states. So if you take 44 districts, divisions, political divisions, and 4 or 5 each districts, you should get around about 200 districts or so. The modern India round up today, as of today 2023, has a partitioned India. East of Radcliffe Line we have 750 districts, west of Radcliffe Line in Pakistan 170 districts, in Bangladesh nearly 18 districts. So they come round about 1,000 or so. It is a very difficult to remember 1,000 districts to begin with for novices. And if you organize the districts into political units, it's very easy to remember. Let's say in the British India, there used to be 250 districts, and you can easily remember 50 divisions or 55 or 60 divisions or so. Whenever we talk about the political, social, economic events, it's always the places we hear. So, if you are aware of all these 1,000 districts of British India, that is the Bharat, South Asia, you will be very knowledgeable in comprehending any point of discussion people talk about. When British annexed the many regions of India after Mughal disintegration and the setback of Marathas and the Battle of Palasi, British started mapping the India, systemization of the geographic knowledge. The prominent person was at that time James Runnel. He was employed by East India Company, and round about the time of Warren Hastings, the first Governor General of Bengal, 1774-83, he published the first major political map of India, and the later, especially after the Sepoy Mutiny, British almost consolidated their political administrations. Later they made certain modifications, but that is the different story. That's why, take for example, why political divisions is important. Today Tamil Nadu province has around about 38 or 40 districts. It's very hard to remember them. So if you simply remember, like North, 2 Arcot districts, Baramahal, Salem, and the Delta districts, Congo, Madurai and Tirunelveli, those 7, 8 or 9, is very easy to later remember, and how these districts are bifurcated and so on. That is the point we are trying to say about the districts. And we'll take this very important province, United Provinces of British India, the Meerut division. This is the United Province of Agra and Awadh, simply abbreviated as United Provinces, UP, later Uttar Pradesh. So the acronym remained the same. And its predecessors, more or less, if you take away the northern Uttaranchal region, it was the territory ruled by Marathas. Marathas ruled this area, the Ruhelas in Ruhelakand, and Hill Rajas and Gurkhas ruled in the Uttarakhand region, and Nawadh Awabs ruled and Hill Rajas, and in Benares region, Narayani dynasty, and finally United Provinces was assembled. And we are talking about the Meerut division today. This is the Meerut division. There are 10 divisions. We are talking about the Meerut division. Meerut division has a Dehradun in the north, Sahranpur and Muzaffarnagar and Meerut and Bulandsahar, Aligarh. If you look, these are the old the districts at the time of partition. I kept purposefully them so that the districts number and the geographical boundaries are very easy to remember for the audience. And I am covering 48 today. You take away the Uttaranchal, it has around about 80 districts. If you add Uttaranchal, it has 95 districts, so almost double. So I don't want to overwhelm the audience. So if you remember these 6 districts of Meerut division, that will be enough for most practical purposes. The 6 districts of Meerut. And to give little more background, these are the provinces, the United Province, UP, and this is the Tehri Garhwal Princely State, and this is the Rampur Princely State ruled by Nawabs. This is the Benares Princely State ruled by the Narayani dynasty. Here I had all the 10 divisions, very easy to remember. The Meerut, then the historic capital city of Mughal Empire, Agra, then the other Allahabad in south, Jhansi. So you got the 4 covered. These are the south of Ganga River. North of Ganga River, again you can get 4, that is the Bareilly division, Rohilkhand, and Lucknow division, and Faizabad, and Benares. You got almost 8 here. Then remember Gorakhpur bordering Nepal, and Kumon division, you got 10. So very easy to remember these 10 divisions. We covered the the Meerut division, it's 6 districts today. Why the United Province is very, very important is, if you take the world population of around about 8,000 million, and China has a 1,500, India has 1,400, United States has 330, and Indonesia has little more than UP population, that is UP as of 2023 has a 240 million. Is a humongous number of people live there. That is also very, very important. This region is politically played a very important role. It was a part adjoining to the British Punjab province, and the Panipat is next to the Bagpat region of Meerut district. The Panipat, before the Panipat III war, the most of the time the army that from Afghania, Shah Ahmad Abdali brought almost for more than a year lived in the Doab region. The leaders of the Muslim Nawabs of that region, Nazib Khan Rohilla and Banga Shah Farrukhabad and Shuja'ud-Dawla, all helped the army, and they crossed the Yamuna river and gave a very big battle to the Dakkani Marathas, and Marathas are vanquished. So this region hosted the entire army and provided plenty of food supplies. Because Marathas were cornered, they cannot move south, their food supply got depleted. They fought the final day battle empty hands instead of facing the starvation. That was also a main reason of their defeat. You can see all the major movements like Barelvi movement, Aligarh movement, Urdu movement, Pakistan movement, and Jinnah's impended corridor all passed in this region. Sir Sayyid Ahmad Khan, the founder of Aligarh Muslim University, Liaquat Ali Khan and Chaudhry Khaliq-Uzzaman, the prominent Muslim League leaders, also hailed or lived or worked in this region. So this is a very important region, and we covered the Meerut division. Before that, I also covered the Bengal presidency, 11 divisions and 61 districts, and you can look at them. So it is very important from ecological and human perspective when you talk about 250 million people living in a very small area. This is the Runnels, and he is the father of Indian geography and the preliminary maps he made, and later the British mapped India, and we are talking about the Meerut division of United Provinces. This is now a contracted division. Now there are many divisions in Uttar Pradesh after Uttaranchal region was bifurcated. Just I am showing you here the contracted, the Meerut division adjoining the east side of Yamuna river. So this is again the historical British United Provinces. You can see the old district Dehradun and SahranPur and MuzaffarNagar, Meerut and Bulandsahar and so on. And why this is a very important, if you take the global population of 2023, you can see the world has around about more than 8,000. So every day we add 250,000. So China has around about 1,500, India has around about 1,400, United States 333 or so, Indonesia 275. Next is 240 is United Provinces, the fifth largest national or subnational unit on the planet Earth. So this is a very, very critical point we have to keep in mind when discussing about the United Provinces. And previously we talked about the Bengal and its divisions in similar approach. You can look at them in the appropriate playlist in our YouTube channel. That is what I wanted to talk about, this very, very important political unit of modern India as well as by partitioned India as well as in the entire planet Earth, the British India United Provinces and Meerut division has 6 districts at that time: Aligarh and Bulandsahar, Meerut, MuzaffarNagar and SahranPur, Dehra. Muzaffarpur is in Bihar, MuzaffarNagar is in Uttar Pradesh. How to remember means, if you remember SahranPur, where the Roorkee is located, important engineering college and institute, because it is Pur, you just say Nagar. So MuzaffarNagar. So that is in, whereas SahranPur is in UP, Muzaffarpur in the east to the Tirhat region is in Bihar. So I talked about those differences in other India districts. You can look at them. So thank you very much joining me today. This is your presenter Dr. J. Reddy. And Mitram and Bandhum, if you like these presentations, I really appreciate you taking the time, encouraging our channel by subscribing them and bringing to the notice of your friends as well as commenting. And see you later in other presentations. Dr. J. Reddy, South Asia Maps, Intellectual Kshatriya channel, Education channel.